Hello, this is Beta Ray Ben for Pixel Spank, and I'm trying to make an incredibly janky Dreamcast demo disc work. I say janky. The main issue seems to be that the menu doesn't work. Everything else is fine, but the menu seems to not work. So this is Metropolis Street Racer. Hey, have you ever wondered what it would feel like to drive some of the world's most prestigious convertible cars around some of the world's best known cities? Convertible? That's not... it's very specific, isn't it? Well, wonder no more, because Metropolis Street Racer is about to hit the streets. Literally. What a name though, Metropolis Street Racer. It says auto demo, which I think this means non-playable. It said on the disc, all the playable demos on there, the movies, and some of them are just slideshows. But it says it on the disc. I didn't write it down, so I don't know what any of them are. Bizarre creations? No, they can't exist anymore. So this is a rolling demo, which I presume means that you could put it on as footage in like a shop. Why is it that only their logo seems to be stretched to entirely the wrong aspect ratio? That's definitely London. London is not a city you'd want to drive around in a convertible. It's very wet and people will flip you off, as we hate capitalists. I don't know where that came from. It's very dark is what I'm seeing. I'm going to crank the brightness up. Oh, there we are. That's better. Now you can see the prestigious convertible cars. Most of them aren't convertible. And that green one looks like a piece of shit. It's the old unspoken rule that normally you'd want to launch a console with a racing game, or at least have a racing game come pretty soon, because people like racing games. I hate them. They're not really for me. They seem to have been out of favour in the last few years. There's racing games and fighting games in my mind. They share a sort of a similar pool of enthusiasts, you know. Not the best demo, is it? It's all London. Inexplicably, there was... Oh no, it stopped now, but it said record. So this looks like in-game footage to me, and I'm guessing this is from some sort of like camera mode. At least the cars have drivers. He's got no steering wheel that I can see, but there is a driver with a hand, which is a nice plus, isn't it? Those lit up yellow bollard things, they're real and they exist in London, in all round England. In fact, I've never really seen them in video games before, mainly because not many are set in England when they existed. 99% of the ones they've had in this trailer though have been in the wrong place, just randomly. You'd normally find them in the middle of the road, is where you'd find them. Okay, so much for that demo. That was a terrible demo, arguably. Okay, so this is what the menu looks like. It's not the best. Oh no, it's just briefly started working. All right, there's Tomb Raider: The Last Revelation, Soul Calibur, very pixelated that. Come on, work for me. What have you got? Ready to Rumble. Oh, this one's playable. I'm assuming Ready to Rumble is a boxing game. I've got very strong and vivid memories of the cover being very colourful and possibly having a man with an afro, which implies in my mind that this is a non-realistic, more arcade-style boxing game with slightly fantastical characters, but not too much, because then it just becomes a fighting game and not a boxing game. That's the key. Okay, you gonna start for me? I'm assuming that what you're seeing is as bad as what I'm seeing. But as soon as you get like into the actual thing, it's fine. Which I don't fully understand, as it is disc based. Ah, Midway. They made Mortal Kombat? If they've paid for the guy that does that, because he's quite expensive, this must be legit as a game. Alright, so we got Boris Knockimoff. Boris Knockimoff. I think that's meant to be. It's very hard to read that font. It's like next level kerning, isn't it? Butcher Bron and Afro Thunder. I knew there was an Afro man in there. He seems a little bit out of his weight class compared to these two bruisers. I'm going to go with him though, because according to any media, having an afro makes you better. Alright, so my guy weighs 120, his weighs 232, and he has 12 inches of reach on me, which is quite a lot, realistically. I like the crowd in the background there, the very short looped animations on all of them. Is this racist? I don't think so, but it feels a bit old-fashioned at the very least. He's got a very squashed face, hasn't he? Sounds a little bit Mr. T, but not quite. Like someone's doing a Mr. T impression. Alright, that's a low jab. Okay. So far, two of the punch. This is below the belt. That's below the belt. That's below the belt as well. He's only got one, as far as I'm aware, legal punch. This game is making my eyeball itch tremendously. Okay, dancing around the ring. Alright, don't do that again. Oh yeah, this is a boxing game. There's a time limit. Damn it. Yeah. I like about this demo, no instructions of any kind. Oh shit. Well, that was less impressive than I thought it'd be. Also, what's happened to this other guy's neck? It doesn't seem to exist. Every button seems different. Oh. Alright, I've learnt now that the right trigger is a dodge button, but it's context sensitive. It's a count of 10, isn't it, in boxing? Yeah. Yeah. You can't touch this. Float like a butterfly and sting like a bee, as the saying goes. Yeah. Fuck you. You ain't getting up from that. Oh, you may be getting up from that. Oh shit. No, let's get up. I believe my guy is what they call punch drunk at this point. And it doesn't look good. That was a fast count. Rope-a-dope. Give him the rope-a-dope. That's a thing, isn't it? Do this. Yeah. Gloves up. Gloves up. Oh, okay. I'm getting the hang of this a bit now. It's not great. I feel I was massively outclassed by that behemoth. I do quite like that though. If you ever watch boxing and you go from like a lightweight match to a heavyweight match, and It's a different game. Alright, let's go with Boris Knock Him Off. Oh, there's theme music. Boris to the why give me my same? It's hardly fair. 6'3", £220. He looks a lot more muscly than the other guy. Punching the other guy would have been like trying to punch a bear. Punching this guy is more like punching a wall. I don't know if this metaphor is useful in any way, as I've never punched either. Oh, he's from Croatia. Yeah, I don't need to hear the same intro twice, do I? Right. Yeah. Right, I'm going to try a new approach. I'm just going to mash all the punch buttons. It's incredibly effective. I'm getting as good as I'm giving. Yeah, fuck you. The key is picking a punch that aims... Oh. I'm just going to walk away. I don't really know what this does, this rumble mode. Oh, that's not good, is it? I'm definitely not winning this. This game is not good. I can say that. The main thing is, it's very hard to tell if there's combos to the punches or what. And the thing is, it's kind of 3D, which actually makes it substantially worse because you can't like predict the opponent's moves. Somehow Punch-Out is a far more better boxing game, in as much as it's way more tactical, which actual boxing should be, I think. Get up, or don't. Camera. Oh, I can have it first person. Oh, ringside view. What weird options. This is what my guy can see at the minute. Oh, I'm up. Okay, so... Oh, it's the ref's view. Oh no, it just moved. Rotate around players. Ringside view. Rotate around ring. First person player 1. I can see my opponent's... That's confusing. Fair play to him for having it. Oh, I see. Alright. Well, this is horrifying. This is... There's no feeling of depth. In Punch-Out, there's a plane they can only move on, so it kind of works. But in this, I guess I got him down. Didn't really see him fall. Is this what it's like being actually in the ring? Oh, he won. I must have timed out. Well, that was awful. I'm hoping it lets me quit. Yeah, quit demo. Presumably this won't wreck anything. All feels fine at this point, and then when the menu loads up, it starts to die on itself. I like the accessories they show behind it, but they haven't got many, so 2 of them are just the controller, 1 of them's the console itself, 1 of them's a memory card. Okay, come on, move for me. Here we go. Something coming in. I think it might be... Oh, that says Echo Slideshow. It's Echo the Dolphin, and it's just a slideshow. But they've called it a movie underneath. So that's good. There's no logical order to anything in this. Normally you'd have like playable demos, movies, other nonsense. And it's not alphabetical order. Okay, what's this one going to be? Oh, it's Crazy Taxi, I think. I'm pretty sure Crazy Taxi's on there. Oh, it's a movie. I don't want to do that. Crazy Street Racer. I'd play that. Can we have something? Can you do something, please? Work, you slow piece of shit. I'm not really used to things having to load. Okay, so that's there. So I've hit cancel, so it will go back to the menu. I could reset it, maybe clean the disc a bit and hope that fixes it, but this is more true to the real experience of using a Dreamcast. A lot of nonsense. Like the controller, where the wire comes out of the bottom. Why? Is that better? No, it's really not. Oh shit. I pressed the wrong button. It's going to take forever. Might actually be quicker for me to watch the entire movie and go back to the start menu that way than it is to wait for it to reload. Oh, something's happened. We're back. I'm pretty sure it's gone the wrong way though. Yep. Alright, so this is going back to Crazy Taxi now. If I go across again, it should take us to something fresh and new. Snow. I don't know what that is. Let's take a look. I reckon it says snow. My instinct tells me it must be like a snowboarding game. Snowboarding, yes, that works. Oh, it does say snow, but it's one word. Snow. Oh, snow surfing. Snow surfing? Do we think that's it? Snow surf? Snow. Oh, no, snow surfers. It's good, but it's no snow surfers, is it? Oh, I've just noticed I can ask for the controls. I suspect that'll be horrendous if I do that. Oh, there was some scrolling text about to appear telling me about the game, which should just be here on this screen where it loads. But that's fine. Is this just snowboarding, or is this some weird form of surfing that also involves snow? Is it perhaps a bunch of snowmen on surfboards? Or, I'm pretty sure, was there a film about a penguin that surfboards? Is that a thing? I don't. It feels very late 90s. Free ride is the only option, so let's do that. Now, snowboarding games as a whole, I feel like they exist as part of the extreme sports kind of fad that occurred. What characters have we got? There's the name Axel from Streets of Rage. Tia, Ronnie, I don't think he's available. Bob, DJ Ken. Please tell me that that DJ, what do you call them? The thing he's got there. Ah, shit, what do they call those? I mean, they're record players, but there's a name for them. I want to say Dex. Anyway, please tell me he snowboards on that. And Monica, who's just in a chair. None of the others have anything up like, furniture-wise. Should we go? We'll go Axel because he looks like white trash. Although, no, he's the most balanced, clearly. Costume. Oh, okay. Well, obviously I'm going to take shirtless Axel. Board select. All round freestyle or alpine. Regular or goofy. Which I believe means right foot forward and left foot forward, but I'm not certain on that. Mountain Review. Mountain Review. Yeah, that's a cool hip sounding name. Yeah, I believe there was a time when skateboarding games were bigger and you'd get like BMXing games and snowboarding as well. Yeah. So this is about racing. It says I'm in first. Yeah, what a trick. Lean forward. Shit. Alright, well that was actually a real obstacle. That's good to know. There's a snowman on the course. I did a mute. Alright. Okay, I thought they might be giving me more jumps than they have. Yeah. Okay, so I was trying to just like rotate there and do a spin. Right. Okay, I've figured it out now. There are trick buttons. Just keep doing this. Is that? I think that slows me down and this speeds me up. I need to learn. Is this a race? Is it about points, or is it both? Do points make me faster? I feel the normal tradition is you get points and it gives you a boost meter. Right, so it's... Wait, are we over? No, that's not the end. I thought that was the end. It felt like the end. Those are actual pictures of mountains in the background, aren't they? Over the poorly animated mountains on this side. Yeah, I feel this is awful, honestly. I can't figure out how to do any tricks either. None of the buttons seem to do anything. Easy. Got it finally. Good. Ah, come on. Yes, go backwards. Oh. I have no control over that. How am I running out of time? Shit. Shit, I'm going my own way. Time's up. Oh, I lost. How did I lose, exactly? What was the goal? Is that it? Is it kick you out of the game? They do, don't they? Oh, screw you too, snow surfers. With your unnecessarily complicated design ideas. Oh, the menu's working, kind of. So Soul Calibur, which, yeah, I mean, it's Soul Calibur. We all know what that is. It still basically exists today. Ready to Rumble. What else? What's to the right of Ready to Rumble? Should be something good, I suspect. It seems to be Soul Calibur again, possibly a playable demo, so hopefully this works. I have pressed... Oh, no. So, it's a movie. It's Soul Reaver? Reaper? Is that a game? Soul Reaver. I think that's a game. Kain? Soul Reaver? I'm sure there was a PS1 game with a name like that. You were some kind of Reaver of souls. Yeah, it was an action adventure sort of game in dark dungeons, possibly elements of Metroidvania, early 3D. The only one I played, I played a PS1 version, a PS1 classic version on PS3. Not great. Not great. Yeah, Legacy of Kain, that was it. Yeah. That's Crystal Dynamics. They make Tomb Raider. Yeah. Yeah. That's Laser Sword. I never got that far when I played it. It's not... I didn't like it. It didn't age well. He's technically underwater here, but you'd struggle to know it. Trouble with a lot of these early 3D games, if you go outside, it just looks appalling, so you have to be inside. And then they kind of get no points for making it look like an interesting place to be. So like all these places just look like dreary, rocky rooms, don't they? Clear signs that this is just someone's captured gameplay footage that they cut together. Oh look, he phased through a gate. He's trying to show off some of the abilities you can do. And what I particularly like about this is edited more lazily than one of my videos. They've just cut together gameplay, put one music track over it. They couldn't even put any text on screen telling you, like, you know, some bullshit and some hype. Like, I don't know, 10 different ways to interact or combat, anything like that. A bit of flash. So presumably it was just before that they really started hiring marketers to market the games. Okay. Oh yeah, we're back at the start. So Soul Calibur, then Ready to Rumble, then Soul Reaver, then something new and fresh. I will watch the Soul Calibur movie eventually, because that was one of their premiere games, and I remember having fairly good, cutscenes. What do you call them? Cinematics. That's the word, isn't it? It had good cinematics. So we'll end on that. Virtua Striker. In my head, it's Virtua Striker Tennis, but I think there was Virtua Tennis and Virtua Striker is the football game. Which, if it is, I don't want to see that. And if it's the tennis, I still don't want to see it. Well, it's playable. I can see Incocal. What could that be? Incoming. Incoming. It says incoming. I would guess it's a shooting, like a top-down shooter would be my assumption, but I've got no idea of a name like that. It must be good though if they've made it a playable demo in Dream On Collection 2, the premier Dreamcast demo disc collection. If you're of a certain age, i.e. probably under 20, the idea of demo discs is probably foreign to you. This is our version of early access. This is what we had. But we'd get this for free, and then if we wanted the game later, we'd pay for it. Or it would never come out. More often than not. Rage presents Incoming. So far, this has had the most pizzazz by far. Oh, I know this game. Yeah, it's a bit like Missile Command, isn't it? I think I played it's June 2009. It's supposed to be far off in the future. We're in Kenya, Africa. Protection of a data installation. Aliens exist. I reckon I played a version of this as like an online flash game. Can you imagine buying this as a console game? Like, genuinely, this isn't a mini game. This is the game. It's an alien concept, certainly, isn't it? Can I change the controls? Some aspects are inverted, some aren't. I can't change them. I can just look at them. Brilliant. Video? Oh, right, you can change the color scheme. I wonder what that actually changes though. Alright. So that's it is inverted, right? I prefer non-inverted. Except if you're flying a ship for some reason. So only time I can accept it, but it feels wrong here. If anything, it's too sensitive. Alright. Have I got any thing I can do? Any missiles? I'm roughly a minute into this demo, to be generous, and I'm bored. That shouldn't really be the case, should it? Okay, I'm gonna investigate. Oh, I can go like that. And I can do that. Alright. It's like they've watched Oh, and I can... A lot of these demos seem really big on giving you terrible camera controls. So that's it. That's all I can do. I'm pretty sure that's one of my own jets there. But it doesn't seem to matter. What if I take down my own... Oh no, the radar got damaged. I know the cooling tower is damaged. Does it just not matter if I blow up on my own shit? Apparently not. Am I the only gun turret here? Also, I don't know much about Kenya, but I don't think this looked like Kenya. Oh, shit. Am I in control? I think I might be in control. I am, but... Am I? I am in control, but the only thing is... Trying to control a helicopter with a single analog stick. There must be some way of changing... There we go. Okay. Okay, fair play to this game if it's actually a helicopter game. If I look this up, it'll probably turn out this is a sequel to like Desert Strike or something, won't it? This is there's a little bit more going on. I think I just fired a missile. What annoys me is I can't really aim anywhere other than where I'm looking. I'm still bored, even though they've increased what you can do like tenfold. I still find this quite dull as an experience. It's quite hard to control. It's inexplicably the sound effects aren't enough. There's too much music is what it is. Music doesn't make sense in this situation. You should hear nothing but, you know, your helicopter and gunfire. But they've got this weird soundtrack. It's too loud. I know I can change the mix, but that's not the point. I think I'm dying. There's literally 2 whole face buttons just swap the camera angles out. They do nothing else. I've got missiles, which I presume I have a non-follow waypoint marker. I don't know what that even means. Is it that arrow up there? Is it going to make me go back in a gun turret? Oh. Oh, do I get to be a tank or am I just picking something up? I think I picked something up. I very vividly remember as a child I had a joystick, like a fancy one, and I had this one game I'd play with it where you were a helicopter, and I didn't really know how to play the game, so I do like the training missions, and it was like it was a proper like gunship pilot sim sort of game, so it was quite realistic, and it didn't really want you to have any fun. So stuff like, oh yeah, if you go too fast in this direction, you'll have a red out. Never really explained what that meant, but you'd have one. I can't really do anything in this helicopter. I can go up and down, and I can move on a flat plane, which is boring. I much prefer like difficult helicopter controls. All right. Is that a plane I'm taking with me? I win? Is that the demo over? Incoming alien tanks. Oh, do I get to be a tank now? Okay, finally. Weapon I can get behind. Good. 2 completely useless camera options. There is a bit of auto aim, I've noticed. Also, how are the aliens this inept that my tank is like 1,000 times better than theirs? In as much as one shot from me kills them, and one shot from them doesn't kill me. Yeah. You having fun yet? There's just enough auto aim on this to make it palatable. I don't know why the helicopter didn't have that though. Seems like it should have. Yeah, just fuck that pylon up. But what was that? Was that meant to happen? I'm coming for you. All-terrain tank this. I've actually lost options on controls. The triggers do nothing here. There's no alternate fire modes as far as I can tell. I've just remembered the control pad exists, but it doesn't seem to do anything. I'm pretty sure because you had the control pad and the control stick on the left. They didn't. I don't know if they ever make it so that both do anything at any one time. Like it's either one or the other. Presumably because they couldn't fathom people being able to, you know, go back and forth between one or the other. Or hold the thing like I am, where I'm using my index finger to do the control pad, stick, and my thumb on the control pad, because I'm a madman. I play by my own rules. Oh. Okay, it's fine, it just got a bit distracted there. Can I... Huh. This is some really avant-garde camera technique they've got in here. Really pushing the boat out. I couldn't think what the phrase was. I was raise the bar and push the boat out. I was thinking really push the bar out there, which just doesn't make sense. He's really raising the boat for all of us. Can we shoot that? It's not even moving that fast. Yeah. What's next? Is that it? Alright, so now give me the spiel. Available now on Dreamcast. Millennium Soldier Expendable. It's just a different game. That's not what we just played. He looks kind of cool. I'll give him credit for that. Alright, I think we'll finish out with the Soul Calibur demo, shall we? That'll push us over the edge nicely. The history of Soul Calibur confuses me no end, because there's Soul Calibur, which is what it is now, but there's also Soul Blade, which was something else entirely, but somehow related. Although the way that that's all pixelated makes me think this won't really work. But we'll see. We'll see. Play us out, Soul Calibur demo. From MPEG Softdeck. Not the best name, doesn't scan well, does it? Okay, yep, showing us this again. Was that it? Have we seen the whole thing? Is it? Yeah, okay. Well, that was it then. Apparently that was all you need. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.